I refuse to discuss Westbrook going back and forth on that. I'm a changed man now. That's so 2016, 17. However, there is a narrative that James Harden is a terrible teammate. Dwight Howard left. Chris Paul traded away. Now Russell Westbrook recently requested a trade. When can we talk about James Harden as a teammate and him not being what others think he is? I know he's a prolific scorer, but when it comes to winning, the way he plays and the way he doesn't want to change. Can we talk about that real quick about James Harden? I'll start with you, Jay, since you're looking at me.
I don't think he's a bad teammate. I just think he wants to win, and I don't feel like Kobe, rest in peace, Kobe, but I don't feel like he was a bad teammate. He just wanted the best out of everybody. He wanted everybody to be the best that you could be and win. So I don't think he's a bad teammate. No, I just feel like he's the best part. They literally make a system around him. So adding those pieces don't add up all the time. Like Russell, that just didn't add up. Chris Paul, I feel like he could have stayed a little bit longer, but it didn't add up. And on Dwight Howard, that's Dwight Howard. He wasn't the same Dwight Howard as he was in 2010.
Mm-hmm. 2012, around that time, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't feel like he's a bad teammate. He just want to win. Now this new system that he's going to be in, I don't know how he's going to perform. I'm pretty sure he's going to perform great, but it's just that system that they were in was just revolved around him, and that's why he's still there, and that's why he still stayed.
There was a report that came out that the Rockets had a players-only meeting in January where Russell Westbrook led the meeting, and he was getting on what the other players, including himself, should do better for this team to win. They said the report said everyone was receptive of it except for James Harden. He brushed it off and said, basically, this wasn't the story, but he basically said, I don't need to change. Basically, I'm not the reason why we're losing. You don't think that's symptoms of a bad teammate? Damon, you ready to speak? Say it.
I am. And no, I don't. I mean, when are we going to stop making excuses for all these players that play with Westbrook? I mean.
How you just going to flip it to
Hold up. Dwight Howard, before this year, let's not act like there was any reception around the thoughts around Dwight Howard. He played with LeBron and AD and he won a championship. Good for him. But outside of that, the opinion of him has stayed the same. He's been hopping teams over the last few years. Chris Paul, I never thought there was any problem with how Chris Paul and James Harden played. It just didn't. I think the time didn't work. He got hurt.
Who do you think pulled the trigger for that trade to be done?
Daryl Morey.
Do you think Daryl Morey talked to one of his favorite players all time, James Harden, about that decision?
I don't.
Whoa!
But I do think he asked him, "What do you think about us getting Westbrook?" And then saying, "Oh, well, we'd have to give up Chris." I don't think he approached him about trading Chris. I think he approached him about getting Westbrook. Now,
and James Harden, we're not going to act like James Harden's not intelligent. Now, you know what that means when you're going to acquire Russell Westbrook.
No, I mean, they could have ran it back this year. They could have ran it back this year, and I think if they ran it back this year, Capella would still be in Houston. I think their roster would be in better shape, and I don't think Chris Paul would be moving around. I think they'd actually do something to gain another piece. I think they should have ran it back rather when Golden State blew it all up, but I don't think. I think they would have been in better contention to mess with the Lakers than the Clippers all year, definitely. But when I look
at Capella,
no, if they kept Capella and Chris Paul, because I felt like if they would have kept Chris Paul, they would have kept Capella.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, I get Westbrook's specialty and rebounding and everything, but Chris Paul isn't that. I'm guessing the reason with Westbrook being the way he is on the boards, they were okay with that decision of moving.
And can't forget about Mike D'Antoni's small ball.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro. Okay, so I addressed Dwight Howard.
And here it comes, Westbrook slander.
Austin Rivers. Next, PJ Tucker. Absolutely, he deserves his payday. I hope he gets it with Houston or whoever. But PJ Tucker, the way he played last year, after we said they couldn't guard nobody, and the Rockets improved defense, PJ Tucker was the root of that. Yes, I think PJ Tucker should get his bag. Daniel House, you got something to say? You mad about something?
I like that.
Eric Gordon said he was mad by his minutes too.
But you want to complain about something, but you can't follow team rules, simple COVID protocols?
The day before the big game.
Come on, bro.
That's
So
crazy.
these people like complaining, no, because what did Harden do? Go in there, drop buckets, go in there, improve defense. Now, honestly, I think just because of the whole Capella situation, I think that was the root of them falling down because once they did that, no matter what they were going to do, they were going to run into the Lakers and it was going to be a problem.
Right.